Feels where?
We ain't on yet.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm a couple phone now.
So we need to be more a little prepared, I think.
You're good to go. That was revived.
Am I sharing this? I need to share.
What's happening?
Good, but
Hey.
What it do? What it do?
hold on, man. Sure.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Dinner beloved.
I can hear you asking all them questions. I think we need to cancel and start back over.
We
One
rolling,
second.
we live.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Man, we didn't get a chance to do our introduction.
Forgive us.
Man.
Forgive us. Forgive us.
Man, the favorite day of the week, man. Tuesday, EME day, man. It ain't Taco Tuesday. It's EME Tuesday.
That way.
Hey,
Oh, look at the Maxter.
Max.
Yeah. All the way from Paris, France. Weighing in at
Whoa, whoa,
Like a
whoa,
way,
Come
whoa.
on and let me.
out middleweight
Man.
What's up, John? Be bad?
with the
What's up,
EMB
John? Be bad?
sweatshirt.
'Cause John can't be good.
Hey, so how you been out there, Mac? What's been up?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. They still on lockdown over here, man. Ain't nothing open.
Man.
Nothing open. The
They
mall,
living-
only thing open is the grocery store. And the store like
We need to
Walmart.
send
It's
Governor
called
Hutchinson over
Ocean.
there.
I'm telling you.
Send Governor Hutchinson over there. He'll straighten it out, man.
We wide open in this old good US of A. We wide.
Well,
Arkansas.
this ain't the US of A, brother. It's parents, it's friends, Jack. It's locked down like that.
Yeah. The family good.
Oh, everybody good, man. I'm getting back into the flow of being a Frenchman again.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
Right.
What's
That
being a
means I'm bi.
Frenchman?
That means I'm bi-coastal. I got 2 countries under my belt.
We just big back being boo.
Man, that ain't even sound right, but okay.
You say you been a friend, that mean you gonna have that little skinny mustache and the pant a little toupee hat.
Yeah. Just like you got that elephant nose, like Mr. Belvedere.
Man, hey, let's get a peach treaty. Let's get
Yeah.
Charlie Rock started it. I'ma finish it. Charlie Rock started. I'ma finish it.
On the street, man.
Hey, yeah, hey, make it been crazy over here.
It's still
Oh.
crazy.
This
Still
weekend, another baby got shot.
And a
She
couple
like a
babies.
full, she like a full body cast. And then 2 brothers got killed last night in Maumelle.
What?
But what happened in the East End, man? I heard a young 22-year-old brother from Memphis got killed.
Yes,
That's what we talking
that's
about.
what we talking about.
Where?
I thought you said Maumelle.
What happened in Maumelle?
The girl and the boy got shot in the East End,
Right.
and then 2 in Maumelle last night.
What
Man,
happened
what
in
we gonna
Maumelle?
do,
I didn't
EME?
know.
What we gonna do,
Man,
EME?
Man, we coming.
We got to step it up.
Yeah, got to step.
Yeah,
it
but I
all
saw
way
on
up.
the news those people out at the park on the East End. They were really trying to get some action going. Those ladies that were on there.
But they tired.
I don't blame them.
Sure, they can't go out and take their kids nowhere. I mean,
I mean it is.
that's not civilization when your kids can't sit at the park and play.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, man,
They
that's
said the
crazy.
park was packed.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's out of
A lot of
control.
Man, it sound like Vietnam over there, man, in
Right
the
in
East
the
End.
street. Walking distance.
Yeah, they wrecking right now.
Walking distance.
on the other side of 630. I mean, I-30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Yeah, right on the other
Man,
side.
we gotta like Caleb be saying, man, we gotta pray this stuff away, man. I mean, I meant to tell y'all, man, I wanted to apologize, man, last week, man. How I jumped off the trailer, man, about religion, man. I know y'all brothers got religion in y'all, man, and spirituality, man. I was dead wrong last week, man. So I hope y'all accept my apology.
We accept it, brother. We accept it, brother, because it's funny that you spoke on that, but you know, I've been looking at this stuff like, man, like what's missing? What is these young brothers missing nowadays? Like, what is making them so ruthless? What is making them so full of hate? What is making them just not give a, I can't speak like that, but what's making them just not care, man? And it's because, man, they don't have no God. They don't have, growing up for real, we had structure. Our mothers, our grandmothers, they took us, we learned at an early age what not to do, what we need to do. And these youngsters not getting there right now, man. That's what us as EME, man, we got to step it up. and we got to go reach them. We got to teach. We got to get back to the basics.
Right.
And it ain't about a religion thing, but it's about order. It's about having some type of. You got to be looking. You got to be looking up to something. Because if you ain't
Right.
looking up to something, you're gonna fall for anything. If you have
There you
nothing that
go.
you keep in your mind, you
There you
gonna
go,
fall
Caleb.
for anything.
Right.
You just gonna follow the crowd, and the crowd is following nonsense today. And whether believe it or not, it look like it's all gravy, but it ain't. The crowd is following nonsense today, man. And we gotta open these boys' eyes up, man. Us as men, period, not just EME. Us as men that's been through some things and has changed our life, man. We gotta go out and reach and grab these young people, man. That's the only way
You're
it's
right,
gonna stop.
Caleb.
Us men gotta go come and be men and come after our communities. We gotta go get our people, man.
So
We
it's
gotta
not
step it
happening in the
up.
South End.
What's that?
The violence hasn't been occurring in the South
We
End.
have violence over there, but it's just we tend to. Our homeboys got a little bit more respect. They gonna come tell us what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like if they just really is something and it's going like that, they gonna forewarn their people. You know what I'm saying? And that we got a good communication in our hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of hoods not doing. They not really checking in to their parents. Because we their parents out here. So, you know, when you can't make your kids talk to you, you ain't no good parent. You know, we parenting over there. So our youngest gonna talk to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we gonna talk to our elders. You know what I'm saying? It's a chain reaction.
Right.
And that's what the hoods got to start looking at, man. They got to start doing.
Right.
And we got to step up as parents, man. And we got to try to protect our whole city, everything around.
Right.
You know, and Caleb, what he said, like the belief system in church, man, that was good. At least when I first started going to church, it was my first discipline with me saying somebody telling me no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got that sensitive because I used to fall asleep in church and I used to play and my mama used to pinch the crap out of me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And she stayed, she taught me how to be, it got me where I was getting used to being around other people, you know what I'm saying? They may be from way over there, you know what I'm saying? But we in church and we all got something in common, you know what I'm saying? We just got communicated in church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Morality.
You know what I mean?
It gives you some type of rules and discipline.
And it had some elders in there that had common sense.
Right.
That's what made it so beautiful. And right now, the elders on the block ain't even got no common sense. They just sitting there looking at their homeboys do stuff like food and just sitting there watching it. You know what I'm saying? And just to go home and talk about it. Just to get on Facebook, laugh and grin and get, you know, all this stuff is funny to folks out there. You know, people don't care, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the South do, man. We care. We care about, you know what I'm saying, waking up, sending our kids to the park, and then they coming back home safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't, that's something to care about. I want to send my kid to the park and know that she gonna come back home safe. And in Little Rock at this point, that ain't what it is. You send your kid to a park out here, man, they might not come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we doing good in our neighborhood. We ain't saying that we ain't got no violence or none of that in there, man, because we go through war down there for real. Like, man, it's been days where it's 48 days, you know what I'm saying? Sun in, sun night. You know what I'm saying? But to get to this point to where we telling our homeboys, look, check this out, man. Not here, bro. Right. Not here. Be a man, man. Step up, man. Go across there with that. That's what you got to do. But not here while these kids here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you don't get no points for killing innocent kids. No points. And I don't understand why the people in the penitentiary don't strict their rule more. You know what I'm saying? These folks like it's cool to kill kids. We got to start making it back hard where if you kill a kid, you know what's happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's gonna be
saying?
sweet for you outside or inside. When you on the inside, they're gonna be being a baby killer.
You know, all the big homies it's sweet. They can do stuff now and they just get away with it. Right. We got to stop the getting away with it.
Yeah, but like I said, those women were on the news last night. They were standing up and things. So they're stepping up.
Right. They, like I say, they tired of it.
Yeah,
they
no, you guys are. Yeah, South End is under control.
Yeah.
Right.
But
the thing is, like I say, those are women. And a woman, she can only do so much with a man. We men. And it's a lot of other men out here, man. And it take men to teach other men. And we as we all know, we are the church. As human beings, we are the church. We got to go to church our community. Other being, when I say we, I'm talking about us as a people. Like, we got to go build our community back up. Because in the olden days, the community was, you could go talk to your child, spank your child. People wouldn't get mad. Like, your child was over there, I took him up for doing this and that. That ain't happening now. You touch my child now, I want to fight you. It ain't can't nobody tell nobody nothing. And we need to get back to that. The community need to come back together for real as unity, talking to you, getting to know each other, man. This stuff could die down. But everybody's so hard. Everybody's so full of hatred. Everybody don't want to listen. So that's why this world the way it is.
And also,
you ain't got no connection.
Also, John, is it's us as black men. we have to step back up and take accountability for what we put out here.
Right.
We created these monsters.
Right.
We done it. So
What do you mean? What do you mean,
when
Rock?
I
I'm
say
not
we
sure.
created these monsters, which means that I once was doing what these brothers were doing. So I can't sit here and point no finger at them youngsters like I ain't get out there and I wasn't a rider.
Right.
My name a rider all over Little Rock. Everybody know me. I was once with that.
Yeah, I gotta tell you.
But so when I say us holding accountability, that means if you put something out there that's a negative, it is your job to get out here and fix it.
Right, right.
So that's what we on, man. We hold ourselves accountable for destroying our neighborhoods, though. It's not just us pointing our finger at these brothers. We help build some of this craziness.
Right.
So
That's the Charlie Rock. That's the foundation of EME. We joined this thing. We put this thing together to stop this thing because we felt responsible for how things are going. We feel responsible for because we were out here doing the most. Now, I'm not saying that we kill kids and hurt children and women. We're not saying that, but we were with the shit, like you said. We was with it, and we had no problem going out here and putting that work in. But we feel like also that it's gone past a certain level. It's gone past a certain precedent. Now this innocence, like Turk was saying, man, it's people that don't involve the streets or none of that, and they getting hurt, man. So somebody got to step up. Like Caleb said, black men, and you said it, Rock, we got to hold ourselves accountable. But also we have to step up and let it be known that we are here to help, not hurt the situation. We are here to fix and not worsen the situation. So whatever we're doing, it comes from the heart. It comes from a place of love. And it comes a place of spiritual strength and redemption.
Oh, that's good. You know, it comes from because you're not looking down on them, Mac. You're trying to help them.
We understand, so but we don't condone it.
We've been there. We still in the mix with them.
Right.
We just gonna change our lives, and we trying to see them. We're trying to let them see the route they going down is wrong.
We telling them what's real.
Right, for real.
Yep.
Well, we should have told them a long time ago, but we was blind. Because at the end of the day, they just blind out here. Mentally, spiritually, they blind out here. They don't see what they doing because they in so much rage. Like if you sit down and really go to the hood and talk to these young, they got a lot of rage in them. A lot of them got hurt. A lot of them been through some things, man, struggling at home, and it's so much in them where they don't know no love. Daddy ain't showing them love. Mama ain't showing them love. They don't know no love. All they know is the streets, and the streets don't got no love for you. I'm here to say
the streets ain't got no love for nobody.
It ain't got no love for you because when you do that time, ain't none of them niggas there. Some of them will be, but very few. You see the real when you really do time. We on dead time. You see who by your side, but they don't see that at the heat of the moment.
Is that right?
That's what we trying to see. That's what we trying to let them see, though. Like I say, it's
see, I mean, it's like that when we fight for this righteous stuff. We don't got a lot of people just out here stomping down with us. We trying to fight and do everything we is to get people. We trying to really be an example. You know what I'm saying? So people can really follow what this movement, man. Help ourselves. It's dangerous out there, bro. It's dangerous in this city. And ain't nobody out here in the system taking a look at that.
A lot of people talking, but a lot of people ain't.
That's why we talking to the politicians. It take a group effort, man. It take a village, man. It can't just be us out here stressing it and putting it down. We need the politicians. We need the companies. We need everybody to step up. It's not just black people problem. It's white people problem. It's Chinese people problem because it trickle down to everybody.
And that's what make it great with us, man. That's why we got this compass, man, and we represent this unity with every side. Because we understand what's up, north, east, south, and west, man. We on all four corners. He said he's gonna make us head of all four corners. So we understand what's going on all four corners, you know what I mean? And we actually need some help down there from our people and our elites. We got to do this together. We can't do this without each other, bro.
Right.
Everybody got to step up.
Right. If people really want to see change right here in Little Rock.
When I say elites, I mean organizations.
Right.
I mean businesses. I mean people who control the flow of the world.
People that really can help. People that's really in a position to help.
In position to help.
Yeah, they can really be in a position to help.
They forgetting about Arkansas, man. They forgetting about our streets, and we've been one of the gangsterest cities ever since I've been born.
Right.
And man, it's California, it's Chicago, then it's Little Rock.
It's like they want us to get gangsterish. Man, come on, man. We want to be an entertainment city. We want to be known for
but really they do,
making
man.
stars.
And that's the game. It's a game when you realize how the system is. And I say this, it's a game, man. And we gotta wake our brothers up. And when I continue to say we, I'm speaking on us as a people, not just us at this table, us as a people. The people that's tired of seeing their cousins and friends and family die. Don't just cry, don't just pray. You gotta pray as if everything depends on God, but as if everything depends on you. You gotta get out and do something. You gotta get out there and make a positive movement. You gotta really make your face known, stand up, go to these hoods and talk to these people. It's people that got rank. Like this dude can go, we can go in the hood and talk to other guys just like us. You can go in your hood and reach these people. That's how it's gonna be stopped.
And that's the program.
That's how it's gonna be stopped.
And that's the program.
Take other men.
And we really proud of how our park and how is less violence on the south side. Like we really proud of it. And that's what we doing. We packaging up our program and we like, hey, we can give you this same method. Y'all follow this method, man. Y'all probably can bring down a little crime in y'all community.
Right, for real.
So we got the blueprint on the south side to stop violence.
Right.
We can't stop all violence, but man, we didn't stop a lot of murdering over there, man.
And they respect it.
Right.
And we showing
they respect
a legitimate way to hustle. We ain't just man, we ain't out here selling the drugs, man, and doing all that trying to show them this how you get money. Nah, man, we showing them strictly entrepreneurship and working, legalized, getting up hard earned, went to school, got a degree, all of them systems. Even if you don't get them, we still show you dedication on getting up in the morning. Man, I barely get sleep at night because I'm up working. I'm up thinking about what's going on in the street. What can I do to help? How can I help this? How can I stop this?
Are you going to take this to the other neighborhoods? I like what Rock was saying about you've got the plan down, right?
Podcast, they see us on this podcast. They watching us right now. You know what I'm saying? So they just got to start taking heed. They got to start coming up mingling. Don't be afraid.
Do we need to meet with them? Do we need to meet with them? We need to have them on the podcast. What do we need to do?
That's what we do.
We need to meet with the politicians. We need to meet with the city officials. We need to meet with the elite, like Turtle said. That's what we need to meet with because we got the solutions. So if we got the solutions, okay. Here's a scenario. How do you catch a thief? You get a thief to catch a thief, right? So how do you stop violence? You get people who are formerly doing that to sit down and talk to them. And they'll show you solutions how to stop the violence. It's the same way.
I just think we need to up the entertainment on the streets. Really put the pressure down on the streets, man. Start having more things for the people to do. Get Hoop Fests back in the streets. Get plays in the streets. Get talent shows in the streets. Get Big Brothers in the streets. We as good people need to storm the streets.
Right.
And that's
what happened to Hoop Fest. You've brought up Hoop Fest a few times. What happened to Hoop Fest?
No, it just disappeared. I went to the penitentiary when I was 16 years old.
Did you like Hoop Fest?
I loved it.
Okay.
Everybody like Hoop Fest.
We play basketball.
We get flying our little shorts. We looked like South Walker back then. We had green bow wreaths in our hair. We green flags hanging off our head. We were going out there meet our girls out there. We love Hoop Fest. Yeah. And I won 3 years in a row.
Yeah, really?
I did. I went to 4th, 5th, fought for us and everything. So it's all good. You know what I mean? That's a good thing in the city. That had the city unified. You ain't had too many shootings. You had a couple fights, but it wasn't no shooting because you know why? The big homies on the other court violent hard against other big homies in other hood, showing the youngsters that we ain't beefing. Why is y'all beefing? You know what I'm saying? So it had different elements in there that showed us things. You could pick off of it. You know, we was able to take a little something for everything. We walk over here and see the West Side playing in South End. They getting along, they banging hard, they shaking hand. Now we little homies, we know we can't go do that because the big homies kicking, you know what I'm saying? So now we do the same thing. We just good competition. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find other ways to create good competition out here instead of just banging and then turn violent out here. It's nothing for my people to do. Zero. So we hanging in the park broke and bored every day.
Being competition.
Now let's think of something to rob, steal, kill, and do whatever.
And smoke on somebody.
Man, and then you get high and high off the bullshit drugs out here. Just you know, and that's just and they thinking about craziness, and now it's corruption. Now you go blow out some innocent kids in a park chilling because you ain't have nothing else.
Nobody's thinking no more.
You know what I mean?
They don't think.
And people getting out now putting more wealth in their hood. You know what I'm saying? Hiring more See, that come when we was out there, we used to hate why the police be sitting at the corners and all that. We used to hate that, you know what I mean? Like, get the police away from her. But now I see you kind of need an officer sitting at the corner of your hood now, just chilling and just to watch, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so dangerous. You might not get your kids back, bro, playing out here.
I can remember being in the South End, growing up in the projects, man. There was a man named Bruce, and he had a building at the end of the projects, and he would open his building Monday through Monday, and we could just go in that building. We could play the video game. We go in there. He would go in there, play cards. We could be in that building. This was his building where we could go to and just basically fellowship, but in another way. And stuff like that is still needed today, man. Centers and buildings where people can come together and talk to people. And like I said, that Big Brother program is really needed, but in a whole nother way. But they're gonna take some real brothers from the street to put that thing together. And people with the finances to help us to do that. And that would stop a lot. These younger people need role models. They need brothers. They need people they can talk to just like them, which is us and other brothers that look like us, man. That's just real. Because they can't relate to everybody. They need some people that been through things. They need to hear the story. They need to know the story. They need to see the story. And then they give them something. But just telling them something ain't enough. Because I've been one of them. Just telling me something ain't gonna cut it. Show me some. Show me your wounds. And I might listen. Even Jesus showed his to prove who he was. He showed his wounds. You got to show something. And people gonna follow.
That's another thing I like about on the South Side.
People gonna follow.
Every community got their inner battles, their inner thing going on. But for the most part, man, it's a lot of respect over there. Right. We respect. It's the disrespect go on, but as far as names and rank and a system,
we got our order.
We got it's order. You know what I'm saying? It's a little more order go on. Like even though we don't have to, but I mean, you have to because it's the right thing to do. But we listen to the elders that's over us, and they not even from our set. But we'll still follow. Or if they ask us to do something in that park or in that vicinity, we respect it.
And talk to them.
Right. Right. Wow. It goes down. So in our community, the bridge is gap. The old mingles with the young.
Right. And that's why we deserve to be the blueprint. That's why we deserve to be the ones to get out here and set the foundation and build and grow in community, show everybody what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we connected with our older people. Like Rock say, we connected. We can sit down and chop it up and laugh and kick it. And it's a respect level there. We see each other eye for eye as men and women as adults, and we don't look down on each other. He right. We love one another. Basically, it's love there.
Right.
And that's what a lot of hoods ain't doing. Because a lot of they big homies dead or in jail.
They beefing with each other. The hoods beefing with each other.
Not really originally just coming home slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Our hood got lucky to get some big homies to come home on a level head and get out some short. A lot of these people, big homies, got big sentences in the penitentiary. Right. So they really don't have nobody out here. They ain't got
right there. Again, Turtle and myself had some visitors. The big homies came through and they just wanted to see the neighborhood, and we like, hey, this what black love look like. I pointed over there to the park, them babies was over there playing in the park. Yeah. Pointed over there to the basketball court, the young homies hooping it up. Yeah. The OGs sitting around, good sunny day on a Sunday. I told them this what black love look like.
Shout out to who came out there?
Dr. Fitzhill and Ed Davis from the Dora unit and ABC.
Arkansas Baptist College.
Yeah.
They sat out there for about 4 or 5 hours, man, with their head turned backwards, man, looking like us and stuff.
Right, those can't
and we was proud.
Right. We just wanted to show them what black love. Hey, we know what black love look like in the South End community a little bit. We healing a little bit. We getting there. We ain't all the way
up. Show them it's some families in that neighborhood that deserve. You know what I'm saying? They've been here for many years. My grandma just died 2 years ago. She died 98. She was 98 when she died. You know what I'm saying? It's still other folks, older family in that neighborhood, still going at 100. And all that. So it's still some historical things in that neighborhood where that neighborhoods are supposed to be wealthy, healthy, and thriving. You know what I'm saying? So if we can just get anybody that can believe in us and help us thrive, we can push so much forward. That's what EME trying to be. That gap, that thing. If you ask us what we'll do with our money, we're going to put it in our community. Don't ask me that no more, because we putting it in our community. Period.
We got historical stuff in there. We got historical stuff in our neighborhood. Daisy Bates house is right there, up the street from your house. Shoot.
Hey.
Got a little we got all kinds of stuff in our neighborhood. Little people buying things over there in our
Boy
neighborhood.
Club.
Yeah.
Dr. Crump Park.
Front part.
Yeah.
We just trying to make a positive movement, man.
We got restore hope in the hood. We got everybody in our neighborhood. Sure. So don't leave us out. You know what I'm saying? You
So
got
tell me about what you're going to do with the once if you go to the other neighborhoods and they put in the blueprint. What are these guys going to do?
Teach them financial, man, stability, how to budget, how to maybe turn some of them kids over there could be district leaders. You know what I'm saying? Really get in the game, really to take care of their community. You know what I'm saying? You might got some real mayors out there. Like my community, the person who running our community, she was like 90, but she an old lady. You know what I'm saying? Like older lady. You know, just to get some youth in there. So it's time to start getting youth in these positions that's out there in these streets, so we can show the older people so that it's another way. The technology.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even working in the workforce, when I moved to my job, my trainer was old, so and he was like 60-something. So we was working into another system like PIMS, and he couldn't explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? But when I got with a younger person that been there, they explained it to me and started showing me loopholes and started showing me how to really work this computer and do my job effectively, timely, and get out the old way. And I was able to focus better. You know what I'm saying? And some of my older people are stuck in the old ways. And we need to get younger in there, youth in there, so we can show them how to control our kids and show them how to get our kids' attention so they can do better. We got to gain their attention. So if we go to other hoods, that's what it's all about, gaining the kids' attention, finding things for them to do, creating jobs, and creating wealthy and healthy communities.
Right.
And these older people, a lot of times these older people don't want to leave their positions because they don't trust the young people to fill the position and do it the right way. They don't trust us to come in there and handle our business and continue the legacy going of running the wards or the districts the right way, and that's why they keep sitting in their position. That's why they keep running for the office. But when we step up and show them, hey, we can do this. We've been listening to y'all. We've been watching y'all. We ready. We ready to be leaders in our community. Give us an opportunity, give us a chance, and we'll show you. And that's what it has to be. It has to be youth and the older generation linking up and meeting up on a common ground and connecting.
Don't be scared of us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, he ain't no scared. I used to hear that word a lot, like, "Ooh, I'm scared of him. I can't. Ooh, I'm scared." Man, you ain't got to be scared. Let's shake our hands and know that we cool.
Who was scared of?
A lot of people. When you first been there, you probably was scared to death until you started
Yeah,
shaking
you
my
would.
hand.
Yeah, you would.
You knew his history. But they knew what they heard about it, so they feared what they
I
heard.
didn't know anything about church before.
If you would have knew, that's what it was.
Looks can be deceiving, though. Looks can be deceiving.
Right. But people always tell me, I tell them my damn Charlie Ray, like, I thought you were bigger than that. Or when they get to meet you and actually get to know you, they be like, man, you actually a cool person. And
like, how did you do those things?
Right. So
easy with naturality.
Led wrong. We was led.
So what kind of jobs we bringing in?
We was led wrong.
What kind of job, man?
Right now we got construction, CDLs, HVAC,
filming. We trying to get
I like all these things.
We trying to write short strips.
I love it.
We putting our brains together for a reality show.
Right.
We making merch. You know what I'm saying? We creating good merch.
But what are you going to take to the east side, the west side? What are you going to tell them? Say, hey man,
don't link over with us and let's make a movie.
EME. Let's make a positive movie.
Let's make a positive movie. Send me some people over here. I need a cast. I need 10 of your guys. You can get 10 of our guys, and make sure they the youngsters because they need to do something together. The one that's beefing, and let's put this energy on theater. Let's put it on wax or whatever you want to call it.
We can put it in music. We got music in studio. Tell them Charlie Rock. We got artists. Our artists can link up with their artists. Man, we can put a compilation, a Little Rock compilation together. Man, we got ideas around here.
Right.
We've been had the best gangsters it is, so you know we got the best artists it is.
And then notice too, even if we do give every hood the format, every hood is different. No two neighborhoods are the same. You know what I'm saying? Even if you affiliates, y'all cool here, every neighborhood is different. They run their own way and their own unique community thing. So we can give you the blueprint or whatever. It's gonna be on them to decide how they're going to do their community.
Right.
Everybody ain't with what we on.
That's a good point.
Everybody ain't with what we on. Everybody don't want to be positive. There's a lot of people out there that want to stay negative, but they hate us for what we doing, for trying to be positive. And if we all right with that, we know that we can't reach everybody, but it's a lot of people right here in Little Rock and our city first. That if they hop on board, man, a lot of this stuff will stay down. Yeah. A lot of this stuff will die down. Let me correct it. A lot of this stuff.
When people don't accept the kids getting shot in the parks, right. Man, we can't accept that as community.
Nah, we can't. If you accept that, you just crazy.
Right. But you also got to understand the good.
It's evil people out there.
We also understand good people we got to protect our good people, man.
Got to.
Right. We can't be having a system, everybody beating our head in because we getting physical with these good teams because we can't look like we soft to them neither. We got to get out here and do what we got to do to fight for these good people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for real.
And they just go back, like I always speak on, they go back, you mind, for the love of the community, having a love for self first, and then having a love for your fellow brothers and sisters. But so many of our people don't love themselves. So it's hard for me to love him if I hate that I didn't have no dad, that I hate that I look like my dad, that I hate that I ain't got no money, that we broke. It's hard to do that, but it's all right because you can come up and that's got to be taught to them. I mean, we didn't choose our life. So,
sometimes you be like, man, because you ain't making go to the NBA.
You mad?
You mad because you ain't go play football.
You can't get your car.
You don't understand why you ain't got these talents. You're tripping with life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And not knowing that somebody like us, it's gonna get better. We didn't get in the positions we had overnight. We went through some things, but it's gonna get better. Some people just need to hear that from somebody like him. A little homie need to see somebody like him to come in. It's gonna get better, man. Yeah, you can get a job. You can create a business to be taught to. Some boys ain't never even got taught to how to start a business, how to create, how to do nothing. They don't know nothing. Like I'm for real. I'm around these dudes. Don't know nothing. Don't know a Bible story. Don't know nothing. Really? They just out here living. Right. Surviving, and they need men like us to come open our arms to show them love and put down all that tough stuff sometimes. It's all right to be tough, but sometimes people need love, man.
How old are these kids?
Man, they ain't talking about kids. I'm talking about 14, 15, 16,
30-year-old men out here don't know nothing.
Right. Because
man, it's 30-year-old men. It's 30-year-old men out here acting like kids.
And another good thing that EME
they didn't have nobody to show them how to be a man.
Right.
And that's what it's about. That's what EME bring to the table. We bring the choice to adapt.
Real men, baby.
Another good thing we bring to the table is you don't have to use insurance, and now we bring in counseling. You know what I'm saying? We literally get out here and give them free counseling, like being life coaches. We out here counseling people. Like that's people listen to us. We sit down, we get to listen to our homeboys, and then we tell them the right thing. Right. So that's our way to give counseling without having to pay. You know what I'm saying? So
we consultants, man. We consultants. That's part of EME. We are consultants. We are consultants.
You know what I'm saying?
We got expertise on the streets. We got expertise in this, man.
And the whole thing about it though, like our title say, man, enough is enough, right. Man. Like Lil Rock on notice, man. We coming because these babies dying.
Yeah, right.
Now we against back, bro. Back on back violence, we against violence, period. But right. Man, these babies getting shot, come on.
They ain't even living their life, man. Innocent souls dying. And can't no preacher come to me tell me it's their baby time, man. It's because of us out here. Right. We can stop that.
Right.
We can stop that.
We're not just gonna.
I don't believe in all that. Just said baby time.
Let it continue to happen. We don't do something about it. We cannot allow these people to continue to kill our babies, man. Come on, man.
Right.
That's too much. These babies, we're not talking about young men. We're not talking about older men, older women. Man, we talking about babies. Come on, man.
Come on, man. When is it gonna get serious? When is it gonna get serious enough where everybody stand up and be like, man, we like Rock say, man, we talking about babies. When y'all gonna stand? When we gonna force them to stand up and say, hey, EME got solutions. We finna give these brothers this bag so they can fix this. Because we tired of it.
I'm gonna keep it real, just like they made that movement after when George Floyd got killed, and the world seen that. We see right here in Little Rock, babies getting killed every day. Man, we need to make that same movement in these hoods. Violence needs to stop.
Yeah, you can't accept it. That's exactly right. That's what Rock's talking about. It's got to be something that can't be accepted. Those women that were on TV yesterday, they weren't accepting it, but the rest of the people have to stand up and say, "Look, we're not accepting it."
They're scared.
Right.
A lot of people scared to. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't think they got no back. They don't think they got nobody that's gonna stop the game.
Well, you got to stay to that about being scared.
I understand. Fear ain't nothing more than false evidence appearing real. That's how fear is. Right?
A common citizen has the right to be scared.
Right.
They do. They got it right. Yup.
I'm scared. You can't go out nowhere. They had a right to be scared, man. It's senseless. You can't take your baby or your kid or your family to a park.
Right.
Come on, man.
That's sad.
Some places have
It's random. I mean, you just happen to be there.
some places have to be
It's
off
unacceptable.
limits, bro.
Right.
It has to be off limits. And two, these young brothers have to learn the
Why
value
do
what
they
we
open
call
up?
a pass.
They don't
In
care.
certain places, in certain times and situations where you just don't shoot. Period. It is a gang moral code.
It's called a code of conduct, Rock. We call it a code of conduct.
You don't shoot kids.
Nobody taught them.
You don't
It's called a
do
code
that.
of conduct. We got to teach a code of conduct.
Right?
It's got to be a no
Yeah, but
fly,
people,
no fire
you have
zone.
to teach people they can't shoot kids.
Right.
No, it's not that
They
you have to
shoot.
teach them.
They
You
just
have to
shoot.
get them to understand in their mind. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. They already know you're not supposed to shoot kids. They know that. But when you get angry and you do, and your adrenaline pumping, you do anything. You're not thinking. Like Caleb says, we gotta start thinking before we act, and we have to. Okay, this is the real deal. You gotta enforce these things. It's called a code of conduct. You gotta enforce it. And sometimes some eggs get broke when you enforce things.
Right.
No,
That's
I
just a
agree
matter
with
of
you.
fact.
And,
That's the truth.
and it's you can't accept it. You just can't
You
accept
can't
it.
accept
We
it.
ain't allowed. They took the allowance of us disciplining people like that anyway. They started sending like making these little gang laws and all that. So we couldn't discipline it like we needed to. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect example.
Sure. So,
Just went through something. This is how our neighborhood is safe, and this is what we talking about getting out here. You got to get in these trenches. No names, no situation, but it could have been an incident in a part where they told other people to slide back through. We went to that, our homeboy, that was part of the problem. Say, brother, could you please show your brother that you love them by leaving this part, and y'all go do whatever y'all, we don't want to know nothing. But the young man left the park when it could have been a shootout in that park. That's what it means to get in them trenches
Right.
and get with your little homeboy and get in. And then I called.
How did you know that there would have been a situation?
I called him because
he
they
was in the
let
mix.
us know.
He was
I
in the mix,
called
you
him
know.
and I thanked my little. I said, man, you showed your hood. You really love them today. Don't look like you was a coward, bro.
Well, he showed he was a man.
I see you as a man, bro. What you did today was manly. You feel what I'm saying? You showed your homeboys and these kids, your community, you love them. You feel me? So you got to get out there and be like that with them little homies.
Right. You got to be tied in with them. For real, you got to spend time with them, man.
Code of conduct. It's called a code of conduct. It's called a code of conduct. It has to be written in blood. It has to be written. It has to be understood that this is how it goes. And if it don't go this way, there are repercussions and violations that will happen for you breaking this code of conduct, Jack.
Right.
That's it.
But it takes brothers. It takes some real brothers. It takes some real, because it's OG. This OG takes some.
So where's the dad? Where's the dad for these
in
kids?
prison.
Man, prison.
They
I
are.
never been there. I never been there. Did what he did and moved around. It's boys out here never got help by their
When
dad.
you was young, where was your dad?
Come on. Nowhere around.
All right. It was kids like that.
Yeah. I'm a victim of it. Thank God for the relationship me and my daddy got. Never
He look like his dad in California.
Ain't never touched me.
He got a dad, but he ain't there. He can't be there 24 hours.
But some of these dudes, some of these youngsters they got dads. Us,
Yes,
the OG, you gotta be the dads. That's if the dad ain't there, somebody gotta step up. If the dad ain't there, somebody gotta
we doing it.
You got
we doing it, baby.
You got real leaders
That's
in your
what I'm talking about,
neighborhood.
Caleb. That's what I just said.
We doing it.
You got real leaders in your neighborhood that can help but are afraid because, man, they knock you down when you try to help your people. So
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So when they started putting a lot of people in jail in the 90s after the thing, so it had unintended consequence of leaving a lot of young men out there without a father. And so this is called, now we're reaping the problems.
I'm glad you made this point, because white people, y'all say this a lot. Y'all be like, why do y'all kill each other? And then black people, everybody ignorant. That's the repercussion of taking a father out the home.
Yeah, because a lot of times people say it's a breakdown of the family. Why aren't the family together? Blah, 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 blah. So the question is that
You
you're right.
created
a vacuum and nobody stepped up.
So this is the
Nobody stepped up.
right. This is the repercussion of
The system.
you saying lock them up. That is not the answer every time, people.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting comment because
Not-
what's happened is that they send dad to jail. Nobody steps in there. Nobody's raising this kid.
Right.
And so then he has no idea. He's just trying to survive.
Right.
That's it.
He doesn't have a clue how to survive. He's scared. Nobody's teaching him what. He's just listening to the guys on the street.
ADHD.
Right.
His mind probably slow. He probably.
And I don't know if he's
got it all in the
ADHD.
mind.
He's probably bright.
And I'm glad you brought that
There's
up
a lot of
about.
kids out there. Go check the records of education, man. A lot of kids in special.
No. I know. I would argue that there's a lot that are bright out there.
There are,
I
John.
know.
You're right.
What I'm saying
The
is,
same thing.
there's a lot of normal kids in school right now taking special ed classes
Yeah,
and
you're
things
right.
of that nature, and they still like us and stuff. It's mental out
Yeah,
there. That's why you gotta get
So
to
let
the
me-
A
counselor.
lot of people
The
are.
first thing was
No,
all
that's true.
All them did to me was send me to counseling.
Me too.
They
Hey,
said
look,
go straight to counseling. That's what I did.
like you just said, the answer is not.
How'd that
always-
help?
I ended up creating EME, getting guys here, man, doing my
It
thing,
helps.
and now I'm sharing it to the world and trying to build a blueprint behind it.
Let me ask you.
But that's
So
but John, hold up, John, before you go in there. I'm sorry. That's a traumatic experience to have your father snatched away from you too.
Right, and
That's a traumatic experience, man. That's not easy to
Yeah,
deal
your
with.
mama
A
too, 'cause
child
she
is
at work.
confused. A child is confused. He don't know what is going on, and all kind of weird ideas go through his head. So once he's looking like that, and nobody's explaining, hey man, he committed a crime. It's just the father is gone, and then you just sitting with holding the bucket, looking stupid. So all you do is go to you either go to the church or you go the other opposite way, and the opposite way is more appealing. The streets is always more appealing. It looks more fun.
But
It
let
looks
me
like it
say
has
this,
more
as
off.
he was saying, locking people up. That's the way this system is. They lock people up. You do something wrong, they lock you up. Like bro was just saying, it's bigger than that. Just
Bigger
locking
than
a person up when they done been through trauma and they done been through a whole lot of trauma in their mind, stuff they've seen and been through, just locking them up and then letting them out. That ain't doing nothing. You just give them time to sit there and then get right back up with no type of help. So that's not the answer, just locking people up when they do stuff. People really, like he said, counseling. People need to be taught, need to be let stuff out while they are the way they are, and then they can begin to work on themselves. Everybody, I believe, speaking for self, it's an inner child within us, man. And that child can get messed up as a child and never grow up. And until you get that inner child within you healed, you're gonna always do childish things because you never healed. But once you get that child healed, then you will be able to be an adult and you'll know how adults behave. A lot of these dudes are acting like children out here. They throwing temper tantrums, but in another way. They throwing temper tantrums, but with guns and stuff. Instead of fighting like they throwing it with guns and they go whatever on their mind. That child ain't grew up. That child got to be grown up. You don't have to have a license to be. But we've been through this stuff. So we qualified to go help them brothers, man. We just need the paper behind it so we can. We need buildings and things that we can go in and these brothers can have a place to come and talk to us. Right now, we're doing it from here, though.
Right.
So I'm just waiting and hoping that God open doors because I know what the problem is. I've been out there with them. They've been out there with them, but I was traumatized. I didn't have daddy. I didn't have the same mama. I didn't have a lot. I wasn't eating every day. I was battling things and I was scared to talk about. And I acted a fool in these streets. I acted a plump fool in these streets because I never had nobody, a brother, to sit me down and be like, what's wrong, little bro? What's going on? My brother was locked up. My other brothers was locked up. My daddy, my stepdaddy beat me. I didn't have nobody to go to talk to about this stuff. So it led me into a whole bunch of trouble into the world. I looked at like a cash out. I looked at like nothing. I was bad. Nobody wanted to deal with Caleb, but nobody wants to sit down and get in Caleb's head mentally. Right. And that's what's wrong with these little boys around here, man. They need to be talked to. They need to be loved. I didn't have no love.
So you guys are being the father figure and counselor within the neighborhoods.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Yep.
That's all we're trying to be is help. Help.
If they open up to us, we sit down, we talk to them, we feed them, we hang out with them, we talk to them. If they need a place to stay, we do all we can like a parent. And it goes a long way.
They can really relate to.
It goes a long way, man.
Somebody they can really relate to, man. I got a son growing up, and all he talked about, he just said the other day when I picked him up, Daddy, can we go to the park? The park, that's all he want to do. It's slide on the slide and swing, man. I got to take him over there in Granny Mountain to that little private park behind that church because I don't want to take him to another park. I'd be serious. I don't want to take. I know he's safe in ours, but to take him to war upon all this, it made me nervous. Ever since that little girl got down, like you never know what these youngsters gonna meet up and get your suit, man. I don't know what I would do to lose my son in a situation like that, man.
Right.
That just the thought of it. So my heart goes out to all those that's
Yeah.
lost the baby.
Amen.
To something terrible like that, man.
Hey, speaking of that, EME has the day before Mother's Day, May the 8th,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
at Little Rock Central High Football Stadium. EME with the door unit. Thanks
Whoa,
to the producer,
whoa.
100 Families, the Arkansas Corvette Association, the Kings of the South Bike Riders, and Untamed Gorilla Bike Riders. We're gonna be honoring mothers who've lost their children to gun violence.
What's that date again, brother?
May the 8th.
May the 8th. May the 8th, right around the corner.
Saturday before
Easter. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Easter.
We're gonna
Mother's
honor
Day,
these
sure.
these beautiful women, you know what I'm saying, and just gonna let them know that, man, us as black men and EME, we got their back.
Yeah.
However we're gonna put
What
it down.
time is that,
It's
Rock?
it's gonna start at 11 a.m. Mr. Antoine Jones is probably gonna be the closeout speaker because he's
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 the
the
man.
president of the door unit.
man with the flag.
You are the man, brother. You are the man. You the man. Our brother experienced losing a child
Right.
to
Mm.
violence. You feel me? So if anybody can connect with these women, the homie can. You feel me? So we're gonna honor these women. I'm gonna honor my brother in the midst of it. And man, we're gonna put this together, and then from there, man, hopefully we all can mingle and we can start linking
Come up
in
with some
with it.
solutions.
Right.
And
Man,
that's
we
from
so
people
proud
all
of our
over
Turk.
Central
Man,
Arkansas,
we so
or is
proud
that
of Turk McDermott. We so proud of Turk, man. We so proud of that brother, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa,
We proud
Y'all
of you, brother. We proud of
like
you,
we knew
man.
this man. You would say there is a God in Israel.
Man,
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
he
it is.
thank y'all for tuning in though to it this week. Man, we rocking with you, Charlie Mack, to the end.
We love you, bro.
Over there in Paris, baby, keep holding it down.
Woo, woo.
Me, man, let me start home, man.
We're gonna let John sit in his seat until you come back.
I'm in your seat till you get back. How am I doing?
Keep it warm for me, Johnny. Keep it warm for me, Johnny. I love y'all, man. You know it's nothing but love over here. Hey, we're gonna have them. We're gonna have them rocking them EME t-shirts over here pretty soon, Jack.
Hey, EME's inbox if y'all need some help.
Hit us.
And we're
Y'all
gonna make
see
the beat.
We're gonna put you in position.